In this video for section 3.3, we're going to use the area model to divide polynomials. So we're going to start by introducing the area model and how it works. So here's an example that's written out for us. We have x plus 3 times x plus 7. Notice that x plus 3 is written along the left side, and x plus 7 is written along the top. Now, what we do to get the number in each box is we multiply the two sides of the boxes. So x times x gives us x squared. 3 times x gives us 3x. X times 7 gives us 7x. And 3 times 7 gives us 21. Then we add all of those pieces together to get the answer to the multiplication. So we have x squared, 3x plus 7x is 10x, plus 21. So how does the model work? We write one factor along the top and another along the left side. Multiply the sides of each box to get what goes inside. Add all the boxes together. So you might have learned something similar to this as an alternative to using FOIL. If not, it can be a helpful alternative, especially when you are multiplying larger things to help you keep track of everything and make sure that everything gets multiplied. So we're going to do another example here in number 2. I'm going to switch to my drawing tablet here just to make it a little bit easier to see what I'm doing. So we're going to put 3x plus 2 in the two boxes along the side, and then x squared plus 3x plus 4 in the boxes along the top. And then we multiply, so 3x times x squared is 3x to the third. 2 times x squared is 2x squared. 3x times 3x is 9x squared. 3x times 2 is 6x. 3x times 4 is 12x. And 4 times 2 is 8. And then everything is added together. Note that like terms will commonly appear along diagonals. So that can help us know what should be added together. So we have 3x to the third. We have 2x squared plus 9x squared, which is 11x squareds. We have 18x. And plus 8. So that would be my answer. Question 3 says, suppose we know that x plus 6 is a factor of x squared plus 23x plus 102. What does this mean? So if something is a factor, that means that it can be evenly divided into something else. Or in other words, x plus 6 times something equals x squared plus 23x plus 102. So what we can do is figure out what that something is. And this is a division problem. So like if we know that 5 times something equals 30, we do 30 divided by 5 and figure out that that something is 6. Same idea here, they're just a little bit more complicated. So we're going to use the area model to find the other factor here. So I'm going to switch back to my pen. Note that we have x plus 6 along the left side. Our answer is going to appear across the top, and the product is going to appear in the boxes here. So it takes a little bit of practice to get this down well, but just a little bit of practice and you can get it. So what we're looking for here is x times what equals x squared. Well, that has to be x. So x is going to go in the top. Now I can multiply x by 6 to get this box. So that's going to be 6x. Now I know that this box plus 6x needs to equal 23. So what needs to be in this box? Well, that needs to be 17x, because 17 plus 6 is 23. So 17x goes in this box. Then I can figure out what goes up here. Well, if this is 17x, x times 17 is 17x. And then finally, I can multiply to get what goes in this last box, 6 times 17. That would be 60 plus 42, which is 102. So this in the white area here should be the same as what I'm dividing. And then this is going to be my answer. So the other factor is x plus 17. All right, we'll do one more example in this video. We're going to divide 2x to the third plus 11x squared minus 28 by x plus 2. So we have x plus 2 along the left, and we start by putting 2x to the third in this upper left corner. Now I can figure out what goes above it. Well, I need to multiply by 2, and I need to multiply by x squared. I need to multiply by 2x squared in order to get 2x to the third, since I'm multiplying by x. Next, I can multiply to get what goes in the bottom box in this column. 2x squared times 2 is 4x squared. Now I go back up here and think about what do I need to add to 4x squared to get 11x squared. Well, that needs to be 7x squareds. Then I go to the top. X times what gives me 7x squared? Well, that's 7x. And then to the bottom, 7x times 2 is 14x. Now, I don't have any x term in my original polynomial here. So that means that I need to get 0 x's. So 14 plus what equals 0? That has to be minus 14. Now I can put what goes in this box. What times x is negative 14x? Negative 14. And negative 14 times 2 is negative 28. So again, we're going to do some more practice with this, but there's always this pattern of figuring out this box first, going up and down. Then going to the next column, middle box, up, down. Middle box, up, down. And it should come out in the end. See, we have minus 28 here. If it divides evenly, then it's going to come out so that this is the same as that. If it doesn't come out that way, then it doesn't divide evenly. And my answer is across the top. So my answer here is 2x squared plus 7x minus 14.